Hello everybody, I'm Milan from New Venture Software, and today I'm going to demonstrate how you can move Sitefinity resources to the cloud. And specifically we're going to use Azure Cloud Storage. Before I go into the meat of this demonstration, I would like to give you a little bit more background. Why storing your images and documents in the cloud might be a good idea. So as you probably know, by default, Sitefinity stores your images, videos, and documents in the database, which is great for getting started quickly. But as your site grows, that might lead to a huge database size. So what you can do ideally is have all of those resources stored in another kind of storage that's cheap. And that's what we are going to do today. I'm going to show you how you can move your images, videos, and documents from the Sitefinity database into another kind of storage, which is very cheap to use, it's very fast, and it's very efficient. So what I have here is a very simple Sitefinity website that I've created for this demonstration. It contains several images, documents, and videos that will move to Azure storage. As you can see, the website is actually running on Azure as well. That's not a prerequisite. You can be running your website somewhere else. You can be running it on premise and still use Azure storage. So we'll need the administration panel open, and also we'll need access to the Azure portal from where we'll get the necessary information to be able to connect to the Azure storage. Here I have several resources that are needed for my website to run on Azure, but we'll focus on the last item here that you see. It's called Sitefinity Storage. The one on the bottom, this is the so-called storage account that you can create on Azure. And you can check the details in the description below the video for guidance on how you can actually create such account. First, let's navigate to the storage account itself by clicking on the last item here. Once we are on this page, let's see how we can start the process on the Sitefinity side of things. So we need to go to the settings. We go administration settings, and then we will define a new storage provider. Storage provider settings is on the left. Just click storage providers. Once you open it, you have the option to add another storage provider. We're going to do that. So here we just choose an appropriate name, something like Azure Storage is great. And then from the drop down, we have to choose the appropriate type. There is a built-in Azure storage type, so there is no need for you to code anything. You can simply use it out of the box. Now we have to input several parameters that will allow Sitefinity to connect to our Azure storage. The first thing here at the top is the Azure account name, which you can get from the Azure portal. Is the string at the top there. So it's Sitefinity strg for storage. Just you can copy that from here. Then the other very important piece is the so-called account key or storage access signature. You can find more information for shared access signature in the description below, but for now, for this demo, we're going to use the so-called access keys. So basically, this is the password, the access password that you can use to gain access and work with your storage. Simply copy the first one and paste it there. Now you can choose a container name. You can either leave it empty or provide your own. Here, let's use resources. You can think of the containers as folders where different resources are copied to. If everything's fine as it is, we simply go to done. And we've configured our storage. And now the second part is to go to the resources that we want to move and issue a special action that will transfer the files from our database to Azure storage. So for each library, go to Actions and move to another storage. And from the list, simply choose the storage that we've just created. Move library, and you should see a progress indicator notifying you of the progress. And once it's done, your files will be on Azure. And we can do this same process for each of the resources that we want to move to Azure. For example, if we want to move also the videos, we do the same thing. Move to another storage, Azure storage, and move library. That's great. And let's now take a look at what's going on with our actual website and verify that Sitefinity is actually using our new storage mechanism. And if you now inspect the sources of those images, you see that the images are actually retrieved from your Azure storage account on Azure. And to verify that, let's take a look at one of those images. As you can see, there's the HTTPS sitefinity storage.blob.core.windows.net. Just to show you how the files are structured on Azure, we're going to inspect our storage by going to the blobs. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're using the blobs service of the Azure storage. Again, you can find more information about the blobs in the description below. If you click blobs and then go to resources, remember that we've created this container called resources. This is where all of our files are stored. If you navigate to that, we'll see that we've got images and we also got videos. And if we drill down here, we'll see all of the images or videos that have been uploaded to Azure. So that's it. This is how you can move your resources to Azure. And if you've liked what you've seen here, please subscribe so you can follow us. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.